Welcome. I would like to welcome all of you, my TikTok follower, my TikTok fan. Thank you for stopping by. And YouTube also would like to welcome all of you. Shavana gonna start cooking today in momentary. Today I thought of something that gonna be simple yet delicious. And this dish here, it take me back to many experience. Okay, especially in the region where I coming from, where we heavily influenced by food that are heavily infused with coconut milk and what else? Um, curry, curry paste. You can do dry curry paste. You can do canned process uh, curry paste. Work also. Okay. Today I will simplify it in a way that you can easily understand. And if you want to cook this at home, you're welcome to try it. Okay, because it's gonna be so delicious. I tried to set up my well, is it muffle? Because I need to know. Because I tried a little trick, and I hope it does not cause me some issue. Let me know, sweetheart, if it's muffled. I try everything because I didn't realize that sometimes I forgot to look at the screen, and little I know that I went for a couple hours with bad audios, and it's good, clear. All right, so thank you, thank you for coming on. So today I am gonna do stir fried curry chicken. Okay, I did a lot of curry soup. Okay, I do beef, I do chicken. I did not try pork yet. Pork is not one of our favorite, only if we necessary. There's some of the food cuisine that require pork meat, but it can substitute with chicken or turkey. So today I have chicken that I already prepared. I marinated with the homemade paste that I make. It had no curry in here, but it had lemongrass. It has kalangwa, kaffir, lime leaves, and fresh garlic. So everything I made a couple weeks ago, I marinate with it. Welcome. Welcome all of you. Happy Cambodian New Year. If you're Thai, happy สวัสดีปีใหม่ สวัสดีสงกรานต์ if you Lao สบายดีปีใหม่ if you Cambodian สู้สดายឆ្នាំថ្មីសូមជូនពរឲ្យមានសិរីមង្គលឲ្យមានសេចក្តីសុខហើយនឹងប្រកបកិច្ចការមានសំណាងល្អហើយមានលុយច្រើនសូមស្វាគមន៍ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំនឹងឆាការីសាច់មាន់ so today today it meant to do in English because most of my audience are. Okay, so I'm happy to be back. I went to the temple on two consecutive days, which is on the Tuesday, with beginning of the new year. The official day would be April the 14th and the 15th. But there's some people who linger longer. They started since on the 10th, on the 9th, all the way to the whole month of April, believe it or not. I'm not trillionaire yet, then I can't afford to take off that many days to go attend Cambodian New Year. You know what I mean? So, but 2 days would be good. I observe the tradition for my family, especially my mom. Okay. I'm Christian by conversion, so but I do appreciate the cultures that brought me up, that give me these beautiful traditions that I love to carry on for my kids. So today, yesterday, same thing. Okay, it started with beautiful offering. We bring food. We bring a meal for a monk, an offering to the monk, an offering to DT. So there's a way that the Buddhist monk will officiate, will ordain, will give the blessing, the chanting. I don't understand any of that because it's in Sanskrit, so it never translated to me. But I know a few words though that I personally translated. Okay. Well, Happy New Year to all of you. Cambodian New Year is beautiful. We celebrated with, and after all that um, all that reverentness in the morning with the monk and offering, we got to enjoy the live band, and I danced until my feet say, "Hello, girl, change new shoe." But I enjoyed it. My sweetheart and a couple friends and the rest of the Cambodian community. And this is the best time to be with the Cambodian community. Otherwise, I don't get to run to my Cambodian community folk because there are not so many of us. Okay, but in Stockton, like in what Daramaram, it housed like the event is so large that they have 10,000, 20,000 people attending a big event. They had like 100,000 acres of land and like converted into parking, and it's beautiful. And I miss that. I miss being Stockton. I miss being in Fresno, California, where all the good folks are. You know, they know how to party. They have live band singers, and they're like baby dancing, cha 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 labada, money zone, and then the circle dance and all that romance. It was so much fun. Last night, my sweetheart, he was shy. You know, I got him to do, but somebody pushed him to do it, and that was not cool. No, I don't have to be pushing to do stuff like that. Okay, so to begin, go back to our stir fry curry chicken. Okay, you heard of curry soup. Today we're gonna do curry fry, stir fry. The same basic principle, say that we are not using any of the liquid, save for the coconut here that I am searing it to cook the coconut liquid down to the milk because I want the condensed milk. So I use one cup. Okay, so there's a few drop here. Yeah, food's gonna be scarcity, so might as well use every drop, right? Especially the one that imported. I wish there's coconut tree everywhere. I'll be climbing it myself. But anyway, I just want to say that I had a good time. I brought my family today. I went with my daughter and her friend, and she's of Vietnamese descent, and she is Catholic background, I think it was, but then she enjoys it. And then one of my Vietnamese friends here, she said, "Oh, I love your New Year. It's so much fun. Next year, I'm coming with you." First of all, you know, she's Buddhist too, but she's in a different denomination. So I don't really invite people, you know, unless they have the connection. But she said she enjoys it. Oh, so much fun, sister. At my temple, we don't do stuff like this. You know, we go and we chant and we eat and we come home. Now Cambodian know how to party. We like party people. We are just those one people that love partying because New Year only come once a year. They just want to make sure that we celebrate. Typically, it's called Songkran, where we shower ourselves with, you know, people will like do all that fancy stuff and water festival, especially in Thailand. You know, you can't have your cell phone because it's all going to be wet. So, you know, it's symbolized of refreshing, renewal, covenant with God, with DT, just like the time of spring, fresh, refreshing, bathing each other, you know, pour on each other, splash water on each other, just so you keep with the, you know, with the water gun. Basically, we don't grow up when it comes to New Year. But Cambodian here in Las Vegas, we like the temple itself is very small, and the cubicle was small, space was limited, and the chapel was little. The chamber where the monks having his feast and blessing and chanting was small, but just enough. I think it fit well for the demographic Cambodian in this area in Las Vegas. Last year we got to visit Laos temple. Oh man, they're wilder than the Cambodian. shoot, they have like like you know, I mean they know how to get down with the song, the music, and the live band, and the food, and the festival. Yeah, we was like, I don't know, we wanted to go this year, but then he had to work. Yeah, he just, you know, you can't party by yourself, you know. So anyway, so I'm using a called Bokare. So this right here is from Vietnam. Okay, I think so. It said in Vietnamese, so it said Bokare. So you can use any kind of curry paste and curry uh, powder. Okay, so I'm gonna do just one because I already have um some of my own cooking paste already here. I made it, so I'm gonna use one. What is this? Teaspoon only. Okay. Whoop, there you go. Woo. Oh, look all that. It's beautiful color. And I tried back there. The light was so crazy, so I have to turn back over here. I think it's nicer. Be able to make. Back there, I'm trying to do the light, and like I scared because it was so dark. And that curry, the curry, it has this like magical aroma. You know, this is kind of food that the Hindu folk love. You know, Indian people, the red Indian, they call it red Indian or Hindu. I'm sorry if I if I if I if I mix it up. It's not the American Indian. They are not the indigenous Indian. They are the Indian from the Hindu culture from India. Okay, we call it Indian also. They love curry, and I'm not Indian related. If I am, I'll be glad too because I love curry. I must be. So I'm gonna do another teaspoon. Okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. I think they use a lot of Indonesian powder and a lot of turmeric and a lot of the red peppers. Not only that, it's beautiful in yellow color, it also has a beautiful tinge of redness. Okay, so I already have 1 cup of no, half cup of coconut milk. I'm doing another half cup because I have about a pound of chicken, so therefore a little bit of coconut milk will help enrich and cause the zestiness in the cooking. So I have the chicken process. I keep it, and I also have the curry leaf right here. I pick it from my daughter's backyard. It was mine, so but I volunteer evacuate from the property. So now it's her. I left it for her to take care of. Oh, this curry leaf right here. It smells so. Oh, it's so good. It smells like curry exactly. Okay. It looks like that. It came in a big tree. Look at that. Look at this beautiful color. First of all, if you do not like curry, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Okay, because curry comprised with all sort of not secret, all sort of delicious, wonderful curry. Not curry. Spices. Okay. Only in the Asian country. American have them too, just that I don't know where they are. You know, because all this we carry from the far east. But I'm fortunate I was born in the region where all this is happening. So I'm one of those lucky people. Yeah, not only survive the genocide, I inherit the skill of enjoying the curry. It smells so good. It's gonna be great. Okay, I already have my vegetable. Oh, but actually, I cooked this the day before yesterday, and I take it to the temple to make the offering. Okay, so it was good. It was gone. Okay, it was good. People say, "Oh, this is delicious. How you do it?" So, well, you can watch me on my YouTube. So, all right. So to do this searing here, allow the coconut milk and the curry paste to like marinate each other, to like really get to know each other before they start working together to like make a delicious meal. And so not only that I did the chicken, I have the chicken gizzard, you know, like the part of the chicken stomach. The chicken is strange. It doesn't have that like the viscera of the chicken is a little bit different than the cow. The cow is too complex. But the chicken, it had a little intestine going to the little gizzard where all the food grinding and all that, they went to different departments. But anyway, it's all clean and processed, and I boil this until serviceable. So I'm gonna add it first. It's already done. I boiled this for a couple hours until it's really soft and tender and ready to serve it. Some people would like to cook it raw, but then you have to boil it a long time, cook a long time for the gizzard to boil down, because gizzard really is top fiber part of the chicken. Inside the chicken, you do not find this gizzard outside the chicken. It's inside the chicken. I'm sorry. You said, you know that. I know. I just like to annoy you guys, so that's why I said that. No, I educated myself because if I were to find gizzard outside the chicken, then then something's wrong with our world. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with the chicken. So, I cut this into small pieces so that way it's polite. Okay. So then the vegetable I have red and yellow bell pepper. I cut it to the side, and then I have celery and then jalapeno because I wanted this to be like spicy. If I were to feed somebody who does not like spices, I would have to hold um, the jalapeno. But I like my curries hot. So okay. So I have about a pound of chicken here. It's already diced in the polite bite size. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Yeah, I didn't know it this minute. Um, as you see that I already have my own paste. It's the homemade paste. Sissy, my love, happy Cambodian, Lao, Thai, and whoever other country that they celebrate New Year on the second week of April. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Have many luck, prosperity, good health. As long as we have a good health, the luck will come, the wealth will come, the accumulate, the liquor to live to be 100-something years old. And I plan to live on the other half because I got over the half already. So just happy to be alive, happy to be able to celebrate another Cambodian New Year. And the New Year was so festive. We enjoyed it. I brought the little girl with me, and the monk loved her. After the chanting, the monk came and said, "Oh, started inspecting those clovers a little. My 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 baby. She's a healthy child, so she had a little clovers here. And she started walking. Now she only have two here. She still have two. Oh, she only have one left here. She still have one cover. And then same thing with her thigh and her legs. And then the monk was like, adore the baby. I'm like, okay. The first time that I ever see monk come close to a little girl, because with the chiffon, they was not to allow to be touching baby. But he was like, oh, so cute. Isn't your child? So my sweetheart and I look at each other like, look at him, look at me, and look at the baby. Where is the semblance? Where is the little curly hair, a little tan, a little flat nose? No. I said, no. I'm done having baby. And today too. So today was even more because there are more people today, right? So a lot of ladies were curious. So she got passed down here from hand to hand. They love that baby. They're like, you never seen American baby? Like you live in America, so help me understand a little bit, because you never seen baby, American baby with Asian before. my family are diverse. Okay, so my family we have Caucasian, we have African American, Black, we have Filipino, we have Cambodian, Thailand, we have Vietnamese. So we like in a melting pot, just like I'm doing right here, like everything like in the pot. Like we love each other. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to come back here with this. Um, that's why I don't like this stove right here because it does not really support my purpose. Um, so the new year was fine. We make the offering. Well, I brought my mom. The whole purpose yesterday was to bring my mom to be able to carry the tradition. I'm just an advocate. I advocate for my family, but I brought the food for her. Well, the baby's too cute. Thank you. And then, but he hang on to his uncle like, like really like right there. You know, some people think that there's no other way besides if the baby loved this man, loved this woman so much that they're not related. You know, it's, water thickening the blood. Hey, fine. You know, we just happy to have her. And then we have to answer every person that come around saying, have your baby. And today was more questions because there's about 3 times as many or 4 times as many. It was packed today. It was so many people. I just keep walking and bumping into each other. And the congregation was there and look at me like, oh, your baby's so cute. Your daughter. I'm like, and I have to explain to this lady now. And this other one come. And I'll be like, maybe I should go on the speaker and say, ladies and gentlemen, I have a baby with me here, and I'm an Eddie. And stop asking me, you know. But it was nice. It was nice to be out. So today I went with my daughter and one of her Vietnamese friends. Um, she loved the culture. She been around us a lot, so she know that New Year what it means. She loved Cambodian food, so she was enjoying herself. So about 100, 150 people today, and everybody bring food, okay, for offering. They cook delicious food, all kind of food. I have the picture of it, and I will put it up for you when I got chance to. I'm like, we got like 4 or 5 table of food, you know, like a array of food, like feeding the whole armies of 1,000. You know, it's that much of food, and you know, but then this year, lucky we had six monk, the Buddhist monk. 5 of them, um, 5 of them came from another city. I think 2 of them came from San Jose, and the other 2, they they had flew over from Vietnam. They are the Cambodia from monk. They are the group of Khmer people who live in South Vietnam. So they flew over to spend the New Year with us to bless us. So it was nice and got to meet them and converse with them. So today, what the congregation did was that they make donation to help them with the traveling cost with the plane fare. So they raised a good amount of money today to help send them out back home to Vietnam or Cambodia, wherever they came from. But it was so nice to like have them visited with us to celebrate and help chanting and bring the uh, the livelihood of the New Year. The temple is small, only 1 monk, and he's the officiator. He's a healer. He was a counselor. He was teachers, and you know people seek his guidance in every aspect. And he was nice, you know, very generous man, very merit kind of guy. Um, so I know him. I got to know him a little bit, and whatever he needs, and he will let us know. Um, and we didn't get to stay to finish um, the whole ordinance of the first day. They do different things. The first day they had a little parade where they welcomed the new angel of the year. I forgot the new angel because Cambodian believe in angel who came down to earth to help bless a human like us, you know. according to their belief. Okay, I just go by what they believe. Okay, so I'm just sharing with you. So there's a little bit ordinate. And then today was the supposed to be Thai Lansa, meaning that like Lansa mean is where the day where they celebrate and bring out about um, connection with the deities, deity, by bathing the monk statue, no, the Buddhist statue and the monk and the senior. So they all, who the senior will sit on the chair and um, allow us to wet their feet, symbolizing cleansing and blessing, rejuvenating, and to bring that calmness, to bring that prosperity, to bring the good luck, to bring the new year, to bring the goodness into our life. Okay, and then there was a pile of sand. This is deep. Okay, I know I'm Christian. I believe in in I don't have thing against reincarnation, but believe in resurrection, right? So we the opposite. They believe in reincarnation. We believe in resurrection. Resurrection only happened one time. We, we same concept of us have to leave this earth to be reincarnated. That depend on the merits and and the good deed we do in this life, according to the Buddhist teaching. If you do bad, then the next life you be bad also in form of you not may be resurrected to be human, be resurrected to be monkey, or to be cow, to be pig, to be whatever form of merit and goodness that we done in this life. That's why the Buddhist people, the Buddhist follower always want to be kind, merit, to to give, so that way they can earn the merit to the next life. For the Christian, we need to obey God law, God rule. We need to be Christian. We have to be Christ-like attribute. We have to be loving, obedience, and live righteousness, so that way we can earn that merit with God to be in the celestial kingdom or telestial kingdom. That depends on us. So three glory, right? The sun, the moon, and the star. Whether you want to be at the sun level, which is the celestial kingdom, the heaven, and then the middle earth, and then the earth below is no hell for sure. Okay, for those, because God did not put His children through that. None of our parents would love to put our kid into the dark dungeon or darkness. Okay, no parent want to do that. Doesn't matter how bad the kids are. I just want to cook the chicken down a little bit. I want to make sure my chicken cooked well before I turn it over here, so you can see. I'm going to add a little bit more, another half cup of. I end up using the whole can here, but I'm doing little by little, another half cup going in to keep my chicken happy. Um, but a lot of my friends at the Buddhist temple know that I am Christian, faith based, and they extol me. They said that I'm the first person that of Christian faith, but then I'm still honored the Cambodian tradition. Um, I do not practice it. I do it symbolically for my dad when my dad alive and my dad can't perform certain ordinances as a daughter. I do partake for him. I do proxy for him. Same thing for my mom. I do it for my mom. And I live this by example for my kids. I want the legacy that they decide whether they want to become Christians or they will stay with the tradition, the forefather tradition. It's not me to judge where they want to be or what they want to be. My job is to live by example, to share the loving, the beautiful cultures that Cambodian people live in, to share. And I'm just happy being Cambodian and be able to share with some of this beautiful culture practice. And it's so beautiful is that people starting to recognize it. Before, Cambodian is such a small country. It's so hidden. It's so in the secret place. a secret place where people don't really know about the cultures, about the food, about anything that Cambodian have, because Cambodian is so minor, it's so hidden in the jungle, you know, because we not one of those people that like being recognized by the majority. Only French people they know. They came over and they colonized for 100 years until somebody said, "Hey, wait a minute, we have to parlez-vous français? Why we don't parlez-vous Cambodian? You know, oh come on." And then well, they started a little coup and driven the French out. It took a little bit of work and they burned every existence, the hospital, the church, the bridges, anything that French people built for the Cambodian, oh man, they like annihilated. They said, we don't want French, anything have to do with it, you know? And even some of the villa that some of the governor that lived in, they slash and burn it. They didn't say, you go home, baby, you go home to France, let Cambodian do autonomy with self-govern. Well, and after that, you know the rest of the story. We the rest of the story is that Cambodian um, lost its freedom to the Civil War, and it was orchestrated by some lunatics. Yeah, they can be lunatic though, but they're crazy people that they're smart enough because they're very highly educated. They got educated in France, they got educated in Vietnam, and they got educated in China. And they're multilingual, they're multi intelligent, but they were so destructive. They they stripped Cambodian society to zero. And I am Cambodian. I survived that. So I'm here just to telling you Cambodians are so resilient, are so strong, so determined. We survived the genocide. Here I am cooking the Cambodian food. Okay. So this can right here, it contains 2 cups of coconut milk, okay, and it's 400 milliliter fluid milk of ounces, and it said 13.5 ounces. So I think my chicken is done now. I'm gonna go ahead and I just add the rest of the coconut milk. It looks delicious, and I burnt a little bit because you know what I mean. So and now I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredient before I add my vegetable and make sure that my chicken is cooked really well. Okay. Let me sample it first because I add some of the paste earlier, and I do not want it to have too much salt in it. Okay, cool. No salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. Okay. So the chicken is done. The gizzard is done. It was pre-cooked, so I have worried about it's undercooked. And the chicken is smaller piece, so it's easy to cook. I mean, you know, so it was. I cut it this small, so it's easy to cook. All right. While it's being on the stove here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the ingredient first before I add all vegetables. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do. I add another tablespoon of olive oil. Okay. And I do about 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Okay. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of, I'll do 1 teaspoon first, okay? Because like I said, I'm going to watch the sodium. Because if it's too salty, I don't have any more chicken to dilute it. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon first to give nice flavor. Now it already smells so yummy. So yeah, so today was wonderful. On Tuesday after morning ritual, followed by live band. Like I said, I enjoy myself. They sell food to do fundraising. In fact, this today they raised over $10,000. This community come together, and they make food to sell, and the money they make from the sale they donate to the temple, because the monk do not work. His job is to conduct the ecclesiastic performance for the wedding, for the blessing, for the funeral. So that is his job. He does not go and work, flip hamburger like normal people like us. In some country where the monk do not have enough commodities or food offering, they will grow their own food. They have their own gardens, and for them to have garden, they have to be careful because they don't want to dig into the dirt where they kill the worm, because they don't believe in killing any kind of life form. And today, when I listened to their prayer, when he blessed it, he said that any kind of life, any form of life, will consider the little karma if you unalive it. That's why the monk do not like to till the earth. If they kill the worm, then they have to deal the karma for killing the worm. And just like I shared last few times where I encountered like rodent live in the monastery, and the monk said, "Oh, we cannot kill it." No. I'm not a monk. I can kill it for you. He said, "Not more tasa, not more tasa." I said, "Don't kill anybody. Leave it alone. Live in harmony." I'm like, I'll call the rodent service for you. I'm telling you. Um, Here we practice the same principle. When we see bug in here, we just accompany the bug out of the house. I did that too. When I was visiting my daughter in Philadelphia, when they live in those fancy apartments where everybody infested with all kind of rodent, and then she had this sticky glue to catch the little mouse. And then I visited her that time, and I was first in the kitchen, and I came across a little mouse got trapped in the glue. He tried to get out, but his tail, his hind leg was all stuck into the glue. And I look at the poor guy. I'm like, man, why do you ever come over here? This is bad news for you. I don't know what happened. My chicken keep sucking the juice out of it. So I have a cup of water go in. So I went and got the scissor, and I removed the hair from the. I go between the mouse hair, fur, and the glue, and carefully snip it off. And then I tell the little guys that do not come back. And then one time, my cat brought a mouse. We live by the canal. My cat, he's a hunter. One of us is a hunter. He came in the house with the mouse. It was alive. He didn't eat it. So I took the mouse and I drove him way on the outside of the park. I said, "Do not come back. Stay on this side." When someone found out that I did that, they said, "That was the stupidest thing." I said, "I know." Okay. I know. Sometimes we We have no reason to kill anybody. But I said, Mom, those are infested with diseases. Yes, that's why I remove him carefully on the other side. You just shake your head. So I don't know if that little mouse still survived living in Philadelphia. You know, if you're from Philadelphia, yay! If from New York, I know. I know. I live in an area where infested with cockroach, with ants, with mosquitoes, with mouse, mice, lice. So I have no shame sharing with you. The fact is that we, at one time, because we weren't born silver spoon, you know, live in fancy condominium in the middle of the city. I live in a farmhouse. I'm harmony with whatever walking out there. You know, we like I said, we weren't meat eating people. My dad, he go fishing all the time, and then the fish that he brought home, we keep them alive and until we need it, or we smoke it, we preserve it until we need it. We hardly eat chicken, pork, let alone the beef. Okay. Pig might be, you know, because people do eat consume a lot of pork meat in the Asian nation. And I grew up doing that, but here it was that man, I don't know about pork meat, man. I know. Cook it up. You don't have to worry about pesticide. You don't have to worry about being anything but enjoy the other meat. You know. I have 3 of this in already. Huh? I gotta remember. I don't know. I mean, the liquid keep missing. Where did it go? Oh, goodness. I'm gonna do 1 cup. Okay. So we have 1 can of coconut milk and 1 cup of water. There, keep it happy. All right. I don't like to overcook my vegetables. Okay, it looks beautiful right now. And then I already trimmed the fresh curry leaves, and I dice it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it in, just to give the beautiful extra aroma, and it make the house smell so good. And it made me hungry too. I ate from the temple, and um, but it's meal time again. It's dinner time. So today I have a great experience and got to meet a lot of people that I have not met, and make some connection, because I'm a community advocate. I'm looking for, I don't know why I miss being Stockton, you know, where I'm so busy helping my community. When I move over here, my communities nowhere to be found. So I miss doing that. So it was nice to be able to connect it with people. So I got a few phone exchange that I'll call you. I need help with green card. I'll call you. I need help with citizen. I call you. I need help with connection with social service. That made me feel good. I feel right at home, you know, because I've been doing that for like 30, 40 years, and I miss that. I miss that. There's not it does not matter what I do. Um, though I here it's not the same, you know. Um, I don't think it's ever gonna be the same, you know, because different places have different environment, different it's different everywhere. But I'm just grateful that I have that firsthand experience living in Stockton among my people and the other communities that I connected with. So here we go, my stir fry curry chicken. It's beautiful. It's colorful. It's designed to be colorful because all the ingredients from the curry itself is so beautiful. Okay. And then I have colorful bell pepper in it, so it's just like best looking. Not the best, but it's a nice looking um, meal. Okay. And this I recommended that we serve with rice. Traditionally, it's with rice, but if you don't like rice, you can serve with. You don't like white rice, do brown rice or whatever rice and grain that you prefer. You can serve this with noodles. It'll work also, or pasta. Okay, but this is Asian way, so rice is like it goes with everything, even even with salt. Okay. So, but I know that in the black community, they eat their rice and cook their rice and have the rice with butter. Cambodian, we did the opposite because we don't have butter in Cambodia, but we do eat it with coconut, eat it with mango, eat it with watermelon. My mom used to do that. I'm like, how do you eat rice with watermelon? You know, but then not just watermelon, though. It have to be like salty meat or fish to go with it. All right, the food is done. It look magnificently. Don't get in trouble. You see online. I dropped some, and the floor is still here. I'm sorry. He was like, "Oh, do not drop anything on the floor, okay? You're gonna damage the browns." Then I said, "Yeah, replace it then." All right, so I have my plate, and I'm gonna go scoop the rice, okay? To make it fancy, you can do cup, you can do this. Fine, let me go get my rice back here. I normally cook it in the rice cooker. It's gotten still warm. And if you on low carb diet, one time somebody was really pissing me off and said, "Give me just a little bit." I'll show you what little bit means. Oh. So, you know, did you ever feel the way I feel? You when you with someone, you purchase the meal. I mean, you purchase the meat and everything and cook, and then you said, "I'm ready to serve." It's like, give me a little bit. So, this is the example of my attitude toward people who had attitude for me too. So I just did this. In Cambodian culture, the small right here, it's symbolically of the offering because it's offering cup. So this is what I did to, he's long gone now. Goodness. So sometimes you have to teach people by parable. That's what Christ did all the time. So I hand him, "Here, honey, enjoy." He said, "What the?" He said, "Oh, enjoy. Let me know how it tastes like." Man, he got the spoon the bigger than the little bowl. From that on, they behave themselves a little bit. Yeah. No one want to piss off the chef, especially someone who cook at home, you know, or someone who feed you every day at home. Just try to be polite, you know. Say, "Honey, this is so good, but I wish that, you know, you got more liquid. I wish that a little more tinge of pepper, maybe a little bit of sugar. You know, I love that. Oh man, that would be so good. You know, I can take that. Like, what's this? Yeah, you give me the attitude, I give you one too, and that's how it is." Okay. Sorry. Okay, so with this right here, to make it officially fancy. That's what they do at the restaurant anyway, and because we are not at the restaurant, we can assimilate what the restaurant people do to serve you with this fancy food with the extra charge they do for you, the charge unto you. Oh, I went to a burger place in town here, okay, and I never know when people complain about, you know, that they charge the tip twice. One is for regular tip, and the other one is for like the whole team tip, and that coming out from your tag. I'm like, I never know. So I accidentally checked one of the receipts and said, "Huh? When did this happen? Crew member tip." I thought they split tip. No. And then now I started checking the receipt everywhere we go eat, whether, you know, that they're doing that also. Maybe this place is the only place is doing that. So I don't mind, you know, a couple more dollars, but then let me know. You know, don't let me discover it on on the receipt secretly. That's not cool, you know. That's like stealing. Because I tip fairly, you know. When I go eat with somebody and they try to not tip them and leave a few dollars on the table, I will refill it up because I don't get tip for my work, but I know that people rely on tip to take care of the family. So a couple of dollars sometimes, you know, it brings that warm heart. Oh, some people, because Asians don't believe in tipping, you know, when they go eat, they just want to take, even they go eat at a, all you can eat, you cannot take home, you know, then you try to put in your purse, and then, so I have to educate people that do not do that. If you're going out eat with me, whether I treat you, you treat me, do not take the leftover or over order your food on all you can eat. It's not right. You know, sister, no. If you be like that, I'm never gonna come out with you again. That was embarrassing, you know. And the cameras all over, and all you can eat. You're not allowed to take food out of the restaurant because they don't want to lose the customers, so they don't want to say anything. That's embarrassing, anyway. So I'm gonna let you know that if you do all you can eat, do. But if they give you a cup of ice cream to go, you know, I take that, you know, because I still paying for it, and I'm not sitting to eat it. But then do not take the leftover like fried chicken, fried rice, fried chow mein, and have the etiquette of not order too much or take too much food and all you can eat, because it said all you can eat doesn't mean that you all can not eat and spoil food and like what's the term, wasting food. Okay, just do enough and don't overstay. Eat enough, enjoy yourself, and get out. If you like the food, go back another time. If you enjoy the food, tip them good. If they don't do the job, yelp them. Let them know. We do that all the time. We go eat, we yelp them. Especially me, I'm hard of hearing. When I say something, I said no peanut, I still get peanut. And the most annoying thing is that when the weather is that the weather's no, not the weather, the waiter will take notes that no peanut and the food came with peanut. That's the most annoying thing. It happens so many times, you know, I'm almost have to like not come back over here. And then this is what I learned. When I send back my food, I mark it. You know, make sure that they don't go and remove the hair and bring you back the old plate. Now, if you have to send food back for any kind of complaint, make sure you mark it. Okay, somewhere you make a mark, make a mark. So if you take it to the back to the kitchen, you don't know whether they give you a new food or just an old plate that just fix it and make it look nice. You know, remove certain thing. So make sure you mark it on the rice, on certain thing. If they give you a new plate, you won't see the mark. I learned that before. Right? The stir fry is done. It looked really nice. Look very. It's not as zesty. Okay. It's not bad at all. Good side. Um, the chicken. Mm. I should see that. It's simple but yet so delicious. Okay. The only time consuming in doing this is either to cook the liver or gizzard or any part of the viscera. Make sure that you cook beforehand. Boil it down, clean it good, especially the tough fiber part of the food or the meat. Okay. Or if you want to do it this way, you're fine. Then you're gonna be tough. It's not gonna be that great. So for me, the best practice is any part of the meat that's gonna be tough to take a long time to cook. I will cook it beforehand, and then cut into silver size and transform into a meal. That's what I do here. So let me show it to you. Okay. Curry leaves. Sissy, it's true story, Sissy. I'm not even prefabricate story, you know, like I don't know. I have so many joke in my life. Like, no, so many story in my life that I can make a joke out of it, you know, because first it hurt. And then as I learned to overcome it and now it become part of history and I can joke about it. Before I'm like, you know, I can't do that for a while. And you know, you become that camaraderie, you become friend with it. And especially like, and you like sweating, cooking, and he's like, enjoy, honey. You know, but he's long gone now. I'm glad because he can go complain somewhere else. I don't really care. But if I cook good food and you're gonna get, that's what they're gonna get. Or I just like, okay, I'm just gonna like take it to the Buddhist temple and feed it to the monk. You know, that's what I do. So yeah, so the food is delicious. It's beautiful. It's easy. Okay. If you're gonna do, you can do this with turkey meat. You don't have to do gizzard. Then just slide the meat and then cook what I did today. Or you can do beef. You make sure that beef is not that tough. Um, make sure that you tenderize it before stir fried it. Okay. So there's way to stir to tenderize that by add a little bit of papaya juice, pineapple juice, or ginger juice. Okay, but not too much. Just a little bit. Otherwise, it's just gonna melt. Like you be screaming like, ah! Yes, you get it. I did that before. But my sweetheart, he liked it that way. He said, "Oh, this is the best. How do you do it? I love the way you do that." I'm like, I'm not eating that. I like my meat, in little pieces when it's like, and when it become liquefied, it would become like mashed potatoes. Like, but he loves it. He's like, oh, this is the best thing ever. So okay, so it worked like that. So I'm happy that he's happy. I was like, oh man, I messed this up. I said, honey, I'm sorry. Okay, it's overdone, overcooked. So, oh no, he's like, oh, this is, oh wow, I like this. Make some more of this. I'm like, oh no. No, just let you know. Okay, for the chicken, it does not work with chicken, only work with beef. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, thank you for coming onto my YouTube channel and subscribe. I see some like, I see some people on here. I appreciate you. And then for TikTok, I'm overwhelmed with TikTok people. You know, I mean, they just have so much love. When they visited me, they said me, oh, man, I don't know what happened to heart today. No love. Oh well, it's a Cambodian New Year, so you start loving Cambodian people, especially the Cambodian chef. Okay, you don't find many of them. Gotta keep chef alive. Anyway, I I'm proud to be sending you with this recipe today. I will add it onto my YouTube channel description platform. So that way, if you would like to try this stir fry curry chicken today. Okay, it's not soup, it's stir fry, it's different thing. Okay, it's not soup. You probably have seen me doing curry soup, but no, today I do stir fry curry, which is a little bit different. Okay, it's no very little liquid, it's almost like regular stir fry, save for it's made out of coconut juice and the curry paste. It tastes so wonderful. It filmed up the whole house. So now I have to go open the window and door and let all that out into the neighbor. So they say, yo. Well, I'm surrounded by multi culture folk around here. Some are familiar with the curry, some are not. They'll be like, ew, what's that smell? It's not embarrassing. I used to get so upset when people, make that just like, what's that smell? And before they know about Cambodian, about Laos, about Vietnamese, they used to think that our food is so pungent, is that just like they need to move out of neighbor so they can go smell the hot dog and the hamburger, the cheeseburger, the roast beef, whatever it is. So until we started living here 40 years later, guess what? they become familiar with it. It's like, oh, not too bad at all. It stink like that. It smell like smell like stinky socks, old socks, but it tastes so good. Somebody testimony. I like that. I think you're doing good. We became friendlier, so I like that. Okay. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm gonna log off so you can have a beautiful. Today is Wednesday evening or morning where you at. Okay. Love and respect all of you. Happy Asian New Year. Okay, Lao, Thai, Cambodian. It's over for us in Las Vegas, but in Fresno, they're still celebrating. This is Stockton, and then the highest would be like in San Diego, Long Beach. They celebrate since on the 9th. They're still celebrating. The music is still playing. People are still dancing, and I'm just drive over there and enjoy. But I think I done enough party last night. I had fun. I slept good. In fact, I woke up a little late today. My daughter called, "Mama, you ready?" So I look at her, I gotta get up and get ready for my baby. So drag her down to the temple, fed her over there, and change her diaper over there. We had a great time, and I think she become familiarized with our culture. I introduced her early, so she's lucky than her parent because she got to go around with me and observe the culture. So it was a great thing to do. Happy Asian Cici. Cici, sweetheart, thank you so much for being such a wonderful moderators and help me. It's been a pleasure that you always be supportive. I appreciate your kindness. It's been tremendous help because you on here, you'll be able to help me observing those who are not as friendly. I welcome all, but when they started to act funny, and then because I get react quickly to negative energy, because I've been there and done that, so I didn't really want to have to deal with another negative energy. So sometimes I have to remember to be a better person. Love and respect all of you. I appreciate you, and I'll leave you be until I can come back here again. Cici, have a good evening, love. I appreciate you kindly. Happy New Year to you too.